Good evening from Washington. I'm Larry O'Connor, and we begin this Friday evening with Republicans on Capitol Hill acting stupidly. We're in a lame duck session of Congress right now. In the House of Representatives, Republicans are about to take the majority. And in the Senate, yeah, the Democrats are going to have one extra seat in the majority, but there's no reason to be giving away the store. So why are they doing exactly that? Why are they literally giving Democrats everything they want? Well, Kurt Schlichter wrote about this as senior columnist at Town Hall, and his article, well, it sort of caught fire, and he joins us now. Kurt, am I overstating the case? We've got some Republicans acting pretty stupid.
It's really remarkable, Larry, how stupid the Republicans led by Senator Thom Tillis are. And you have to ask yourself, is Thom Tillis stupid, or is he just working with the enemy? Because I'm thinking if he was a Democrat, he would not be doing anything differently, trying to jam amnesty down our throats. I ran a poll just now on Twitter. 1,200 conservatives voted. Still going on, by the way. 1% agreed with Thom Tillis. The others were divided between no, that's a terrible idea, and no primary this jerk.
Yeah. Let's let everybody know exactly the details of what he's doing here. Thom Tillis, senator from North Carolina, recognizes that we have a disaster at the border, and somehow his solution is give Democrats amnesty for illegal aliens in this country up to the tune of maybe 2+ million. That will then, with chain migration, bring in at least 8 per person who gains citizenship. Give the Democrats the voting bloc they've always wanted from that group. Also set up additional immigration avenues for people just at the border, and also more visa opportunities around the world. And in exchange, we get Title 42 enforcement for one more year, maybe, because that's the key here, because all of this depends on Joe Biden keeping his word and enforcing the law, which he has refused to do for the first 2 years of his presidency, Kurt.
You know, constitutional law was about 30 years ago. But I seem to remember that the president's supposed to faithfully enforce the laws of the United States, which he has not been doing. But he's totally going to get on board if he makes a promise to Thom freaking Tillis. Okay? Thom Tillis, the Charlie Brown and the Lucy football of American politics. How dumb is this guy? The only guy happy about this has to be John Cornyn. Because John Cornyn stomped on it by deciding, you know what Republicans want? Me to help out with gun control. And now there's someone even stupider. It's really remarkable. And the thing is, he goes on and he's like, well, they're doctors and lawyers and no, I don't care. They're illegal aliens. Send them home.
Listen, I recognize the idea of utilizing citizenship or maybe a pathway to naturalization for some illegal immigrants as a bargaining chip for perhaps something larger, something else that might be going on. I don't say I agree with it, but I at least understand this. But this deal, he gets nothing out of it. Absolutely. No. And this isn't a lame duck session. There's no reason to move this forward, Kurt, literally, other than to get
try and jam it through. Except to jam it through before the Republicans take over the House. So he knows this is something his own party doesn't want. Now, Larry, you've driven in my car, and you know I drive a really sweet car. And that's because I'm a very good lawyer and I negotiate for a living. If I negotiated a deal this bad for my clients, I would literally be driving a 1979 Corolla with a coexist bumper sticker.
Which, by the way, last we checked, could very well be the wheels Mr. Tillis takes back and forth down to the Tar Heel State. Is this going anywhere, Kurt? I believe the outcry is unbelievable. I know at the Town Hall site, many of us have written editorials. In fact, it's very rare, but we actually had a op-ed from the editorial board of Town Hall against this thing today. Is this going anywhere, or is this dead on arrival?
Well, it might. Apparently, the Border Patrol union leadership has jumped on board because they're throwing a few bucks their way. So the Border Patrol union is like, oh boy, a few more dollars. We'll just sell out America. Dude, we remember. We know who our friends are. if you stick us, we're coming back into power and we're going to return the favor. Remember what happened with Kroger and Tom Cotton. And Kroger came crawling on its belly like a reptile to the senators, the Republican senators, to help protect them from the Democrats. And Tom Cotton says, well, you screw with my constituents, so good luck to you.
Yeah, we're sorry this is happening to you. Kurt, while I've got you here, I'm sure you saw the story today about Sam Britton. This is the bald-headed, fake eyelash wearing, lipstick wearing, short mini cocktail dress wearing, high heel that a stripper would wear at a strip club wearing, gender neutral identifying nuclear waste expert for the Biden administration. He's now been arrested for a second attempt at stealing luggage from a carousel at an airport. I think it's fair to say this guy's got a lot of baggage, Kurt.
I get it. It's funny because he steals baggage. When is it going to be okay to say you're a freaking weirdo and you shouldn't have a position of responsibility because you're a weirdo? You know, yesterday, some Army colonel posted his retirement picture wearing a sex dog mask. There's apparently, and now I know about it and I want to die, a kinky canine fetish scene out there that I was blissfully unaware of until Colonel Collie Lover decided he was going to post this picture. And it's like, this guy is leading Americans in the military. And, there's a difference between saying we should send the cops breaking into his kennel to disrupt his antics and saying you're a weirdo and a freak and your bizarre perversions disqualify you from a position of responsibility because you don't know enough to be ashamed that you're a freaking weirdo.
Now, Kurt, up until about 6 months ago, if you had said exactly that in a tweet on Twitter,
yes,
you might have been deleted or suspended or shadow banned. What do you make of the latest revelation yesterday, Barry Weiss, thanks to Elon Musk, showing exactly who got shadow banned, why, and how extensive it was? Because I'm old enough to remember journalists saying, oh, there's no such thing. This is all fake news.
Well, they will now pivot to, it was a good thing. It'll be yesterday. It never happened, and now it's, okay, it was a great thing. And what are you complaining about? Are you mad, bro?
Right.
This is an attempt by the establishment to silence dissent. That's the only way they win. We are slowly peeling back the layers of deception. These people ought to be ashamed of themselves. This is an absolute disgrace. The alleged journalists, who are nothing of the sort, are complicit minions with the regime. They're disgraceful. They're disgusting. We need to ignore them and slowly, institution by institution, political strong point by political strong point, retake the country and throw these bums out.
Well, and it begins with the Republicans taking control of the House and, most importantly, taking control of those committee hearings in the House come January. Looking forward to that. Kurt Schlichter, always a great interview. He is a senior columnist at Town Hall, and his latest book is right over your shoulder there, Inferno. Make sure you get it, along with We'll Be Back. I see both books there, and they're both great stocking stuffers if you've got big stockings. Thanks, Kurt. More to come on O'Connor Tonight.